name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And Rumour Patrol has gone into overdrive. Rumour Patrol has gone totally into overdrive. So just to bring up to speed, not this Sunday, not next Sunday. I'm putting this out on Sunday. The Sunday afterwards is going to be a virtual Comicon panel with for Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker, Chris Chibnall, Bandit Gill. I can't wait to hear her wit and wisdom. Bandit Gill. Who else? And John Bishop. Is it John Bishop? Yeah, the new guy, and it's unlike John Nathan Turner and Pippa Jane Baker, they're not going to be interacting with people live. No, because the last time that happened, Chris Chibnall was on the other side whining like, and I want to use a technical term, a little bitch, right? Whining like a little bitch. That's just my personal take on the matter. So they're not going to do that because also unlike John Nathan Turner and Pippa Jane Baker, Chibnall and co are blithering cowards. That's it. Again, more technical terms. I hope I'm not bamboozling you. Anyway. And also at this panel is a surprise mystery guest, which they're very excited about. So, Rumour Patrol has gone crazy. It's everybody and everybody. There's one rumor saying it's going to be a new Doctor. We're going to be looking at that. We're going to see where that come from. I don't think so. I might be wrong. Listen, here's the thing about all the rumors and speculation. Nobody knows anything until they announce it, right? The most you're going to get is somebody sneaking some information an hour or two early. Yeah, you normally get like whispers there's something going to happen, but you don't know what it is. So nobody really knows unless they do. Fine, before we get into it, can you hit the like button? Freaking awesome! Thank you! I like to be liked. Can you hit the subscribe button? Also awesome. Thank you very much. My subscribers just went up over 3,070. I think we bamboozled YouTube, but we got to keep going because they're gonna take it down. Honestly, it's really incredible. My subscribers go down every day. Like YouTube takes some subscribers off literally every day. And still my channel grows, right? So, we just got to... I reckon I need about 60 subscribers to get 10, right? That's basically how it works. God only knows what it would be like if YouTube were, like, fair. and honestly, my channel would be pretty big for that. Fine, but you know what? Yeah, don't complain. They give me this platform which is unprecedented in human history. Basically, mostly they give it to. And you know what? Don't complain about where you are in life. Just that's where you are. Be happy. Be happy with what you have. That's a Jewish proverb. Who is a wealthy man? Somebody who is satisfied with his lot in life. Basically, that's where I am, but I would hit the like and share and subscribe button as well. Comment, let me know what you think of this. I think the rumors are basically bollocks, right? I do think they're bollocks. Let me know what you think, though. And also go check out my Indiegogo, right? Go check out my Indiegogo. Where is it? Over here. Yeah, open up. There you go. Now. News on this. I'm finally in the Death Star trench run to finish this campaign. It was going to be this week, right? It was going to be this week. This week is a week in Jewish Judaism called the 9 days, a bit longer than a week, but you're not allowed to increase business in this. I mean, oh god, it's like So the week after when the 9 days finish, which is at Sunday night, I want to put myself in a bunch of shows, finish up the campaign and ship it out, right? I want to get this thing done and out. It's a joke already. Leave me alone. It's got to go out. Where are we? In July. So yeah, if I can get the order in July, I'm hoping you guys can get your books in your hands by the end of July, maybe, or August. So yeah, it's coming soon. It is coming soon. What's coming soon? I should that I haven't made the obvious joke. I think I deserve some kind of reward or some kind. You get 2 graphic novels. There's well, you can buy one or the other, or you can just buy the extras. You have this one, biblical Bible stories, the Aces, Traitors, Rationalists, and Rogues. It's 220 pages long. I wrote and drew this, and it's awesome. It's awesome, if I say so myself. And we have the Imperium, a love letter to telly fancy of the 1960s. James Bond, Emma Pill, Doctor Who, a monkey in a spacesuit, the Black Sabbath 2001, a bit of Prisoner, a bit of Thunderbirds, all thrown in together. Freaking awesome, baby! Absolutely freaking awesome. Right. So what's not awesome? All these bloody rumors. So the first rumor we're going to look at comes from the TARDIS Zone. That's not Noel's channel. Please go and subscribe to it. If I remember, I'll put the link to his channel in the video notes. Great channel. It's really a great channel. It's a fun channel. I recommend it. Really, I really do recommend it highly. So it comes from. This was sent to him by. I can't remember the name of the person, and I'm not sure where it comes from, but it looks like a 4chan, one of those type of rumors, and to me, it just looks like it's bollocks, right? It just looks like it's bollocks. Let's have a read over here. Fine, let me get this up. Doctor Who Comicon 2021 info. Oh boy, Whovians, I've been keeping this under wraps for 3 weeks. Okay, so that's exciting. And then I think it falls off a cliff. My brother's partner works as a freelance marketing assistant and has recently been hired by Comicon at Home to distribute their digital content for their upcoming panels. That is how all these rumors, every one of these rumors are couched. I know somebody who just happens to be working, on this project. I know, incidentally, we just got lucky. That is how. Every single one of these rumors are couched, especially on 4chan. What is it? I don't know. Listen, I can get my head around 2 or 3 social medias, not more than that. I can do YouTube. That one I understand. I do Facebook, even though I don't really use it anymore. Twitter. I was kind of doing Parler, but that imploded. I don't want to know anything else. Leave me alone. I don't want to know 4chan or Reddit, or I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that's what they all sound like, and most of them are absolute bollocks. This is what somebody writes when they want to make themselves look like they know something, right? Where they go, it was just accidental. So I don't really believe this, because I think we would have heard a lot more rumblings from a lot more locations, like Bleeding Cool, for example, where we go, well, they'll be teasing it much more, right? But all these places, they clearly don't know. So I doubt it, right? I doubt it. But you know what? They might be right. I don't think so. They might be right. There's some really cool content shared my ways, but as a massive Doctor Who fan, I've been given some info which is too good not to share with you fine folks. Listen, if it really was too good not to share, you wouldn't have it, right? Basically, that's my my take on the matter. If you're wondering what kind of content to expect at the upcoming panel, she has advised me, that must be the partner, to look at the panel in 2018 season 11 panel. So this is a general Doctor Who fandom, what's the word, scuttlebug, right, around the water cooler, that it's gonna really follow the model of the 2018 season in the terms of when it's gonna drop. Maybe I heard as early as August. That seems weird. We know they're filming 8 episodes. They're heavily rumored to be having 2 of them as specials, so that'll make 6 episodes. Unless they're doing these 8 episodes as one block and they're going to do 2 more next year. That's it. Listen, what makes it, that seems incredible to me, is how badly it's done. Right, it's done so insanely badly. But it seems to stretch any form of logic and imagination that they would continue this. But they are continuing. They're doing another 8 or 6 or whatever. And you see other things like Star Trek Discovery, which is truly unpopular, or Star Trek Lower Decks, which is, I don't know anybody who watched that and went, oh, that's great. I mean, have you ever seen Star Trek Lower Decks? It's painfully bad. It is so unbelievably awful, but they keep making it. They keep it, and it's just not popular. And they don't even have an international. Do they have an international distributor for Lower Decks yet? But they're making another 2 seasons. So we see that quality and popularity have nothing to do with being hired, right? Absolutely nothing to do whatsoever with me continuing anyway. There are some huge parallels to that. We're going to get some really snazzy new artwork and posters. I doubt it. I reckon we're going to get the standard 1 or 2, right? 1 or 2. And this year you get the first. This year there's a first look trailer at the coming up season 13. That's very, very likely. I mean, it'll be weird if it isn't. But again, they do weird stuff, so it could go either way. You'll get to hear what to expect from the new and reoccurring characters in season. There's a Q&A session for fans. No, there isn't. I mean, again, it's not live, so they may have Pravda pre-selected fans. Yeah, it's kind of like when I first started reading 2000 AD. The issue that I came into was, I think, 262, 263, 264, something around there. It was the Apocalypse War, right? And the Russians had invaded East Make 1 had invaded Mega City 1. After blowing most of it up. And after the initial campaign, they were doing like this propaganda war. They kidnapped the former Chief Judge Griffin, one of my favorite Chief Judges, and they had this like propaganda-esque show where after he was brainwashed, he was answering questions. So you had all these people in the audience, clearly shills, clearly selected to answer pre-programmed questions. And I said, Chief Judge, you not feel things are better now the subs are here? And he's like, yes, it's all right. It's the same thing. It's the same. It's so obviously the same freaking thing. Yeah, so far. So here comes the next bit. And there's apparently going to drop some information about 2 specials coming in 2022, which will be Jodie's last. Well, again, it makes sense. If it's filmed in this block, that absolutely makes sense. Also, I didn't believe her about this at first, but she said that the 14th Doctor will be revealed at Comicon. It's a good place to do it. It makes sense if they're going to do it. I just don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're continuing with Doctor Who. I think they're going on a lengthy hiatus. I think that's what's going on. I mean, an indefinite hiatus. Because I haven't heard that they have international partners or anything beyond season 13. And you know, we got other reasons which we're going to go into in a minute to suspect the BBC may not be in a position to knock out more Doctor Who, right? I mean, that may well be the case. Fine. So, but this rumor is saying it is, but again, I don't believe it. Also, I was a bit about she said it's an actress. But that's all she's given away. I really didn't believe her. I thought she was kidding, but with the official announcement being billing a very special surprise guest, which we need to talk about, I don't think she's lying. I just don't think she exists. Right? I think you're lying. I don't think she's lying because she's not real. That's really it. It's not a real person. The 14th Doctor will apparently be revealed to join the panel for an exclusive first interview after a video is shown revealing who the 14th Doctor is. Look, that's very exciting. If they do it that way, that's a good piece of marketing, which is another reason that I don't think they're doing it. They haven't been famous for being good piece of marketing. If, though, however, it is the announcement, I think this is who I think it will be. Her name is... Oh, God. What's her name again? Now I got to look it up. Oh, man. Now I got to go to my history. Her name is Parmida Nagra. Now, the reason I think if they're announcing a Doctor, it will be her, is because Tanai Miller from, she was in Years and Years. I think she was in a Doctor Who once. Isn't she the guy the old Gallifreyan Time Lord General regenerated into? And she said, oh, thank God I'm not a man anymore. So she said, I know who the next Doctor Who is. It's a friend of mine. I'm so excited. And then I think she dropped a hint. It was Tanai Miller. No, it was not Tanai. It was her. Palmer Panda Bear, whatever her bloody name is. So this seems reasonably credible to me because... she's at the right spot in her career where it wouldn't, it might be though, like they might really be a tainted brand by now, but it will be a lateral or upward move for her in her career. All these other names that we keep hearing, like, Ozzy, what's his name again? The guy from, not Years and Years, It's a Sin, Ollie Alexander, who's the other one? What's the name? Cole. Michaela Cole. Both those people have too good of careers. Their careers are way too good to get a take on Doctor Who, especially in the state it's in now. It is definitely a downward step, and it's definitely something that will go against what what else they're doing in life. It's like I just doubt that the BBC would be able to bring those people in. She actually would be again in the right ballpark. She was in, the first season of The Blacklist and ER. Look, she's a woman. She's not white. These are all things that are very important to the BBC because they're racist. Because they're massive racists. So if they are announcing on the Doctor, my money is on this person. I don't think they're announcing on the Doctor. I don't. So who is this mystery guest? So I got two. We could go a few different ways with it. It could be something really, really unremarkable, right? It could be something that nobody gives a crap about, like Sacha Dhawan, right? Don't get me wrong, I liked his enthusiasm playing the role, and I do think he's a superior actor, like certainly superior to anything we saw on screen in season 12. But yeah, like that's kind of like bleh, so okay. It's not that shocking. It makes sense. Certainly not John Barrowman, right? I mean, not very unlikely to be John Barrowman. He is thoroughly cancelled, and I think that they're in a problem because of that, because they wanted to bring John Barrowman in and use him to sell the series. So my thinking is they need to bring somebody to replace John Barrowman. So in Time Fracture, they used Alex Kingston. They brought her into Film Science to replace Captain Jack, which I still think is terrible. Not that they used Alex Kingston, that they cancelled John Barrowman for basically no reason. But I honestly, all cancellations are with no reason. Even the person is actually guilty of doing the things that they are accused of doing. Because I think we should live in a world where there's justice and jurisprudence, and this isn't that. So I think all cancellation is bad. But that one particularly so, because he didn't do anything. I mean, really, there was no victim there. Fine, so I don't think it's John Barrowman, but I think it's something they need to replace John Barrowman. Dr. Ruth is the other. Joe Martin, that will be the other really under-inspiring. That's like no, it's not. That's not an exciting special guest at all. It's just not. So not that one. So I think it's one or two people. Most likely the latter, right? I think it's either Tom Baker or David Tennant, and I think it's much more likely David Tennant because Tom Baker is cracking on a bit, right? So there was a rumor about 6 months ago that they were going to bring in a kind of visual interface to the TARDIS. That's like they could shoot Tom Baker separately, right? They could shoot him in his house, but be in front of a green screen. That would make sense. It would make sense replacing Captain Jack with the curator, because he does exactly what Captain Jack would do, but much more. Bring people in to watch Doctor Who, right? Trouble is, when you bring people in, they notice how awful it is. And I don't know how many times they can do that, but I think Tom Baker would be a dream for Chris Chibnall, right? It would really help him out in every conceivable way, but I don't think it's him. I think it's much more likely it's David Tennant. Listen, David Tennant, I think, is... it's hard for him not to be guilted into appearing in Doctor Who. He managed to outrun them for a couple of years, but with Doctor Who doing as badly as they can't use John Barrowman, he doesn't strike me as somebody with a spine and say, no, if you cancel my friend, I'm not going to work for you. No, he doesn't strike me as that type of person at all. Don't mind his doctor. He seems like a perfectly lovely chap, but I reckon it's David Tennant, right? I reckon David Tennant is the mystery special guest. Because, they kind of need some help. They do need some help. And David Tennant is the go-to guy they bring in to offset the massive unpopularity of Jodie, right? The massive enduring unpopularity of Jodie. But again, I do not think they're announcing a new Doctor. Here's why I don't think they're announcing a new Doctor. Because of this article from a few days ago. When was this? This was from 4 or 5 days ago. BBC license fee in chaos. 700,000 rebels refuse to pay as critics say the end is coming. The end is coming, right? The end is totally coming. Now, the BBC are in deep denial about this, right? They are just as all progressive liberals who have taken control of our institutions. They are in deep denial about everything, right? So I don't think, I think it's happening. I don't think the BBC is going to survive much longer. I don't think it's going to be in a position to make Doctor Who. I just hope somebody who have, commercial necessity drives Doctor Who, because that means it's going to be popular and good Doctor Who, right? That's really why. And there's, if somebody actually wanted to make money out of Doctor Who, there's so much you could do, right? Have you ever seen that Third Doctor animation? I was thinking, like, we have all these animated reconstructors. I wonder if they did a real high level animation and had Big Finish who do the audio work for it. I think that would probably go down pretty well. I think that would be popular. Somebody, wouldn't be into this. I was on another stream. I was on the stream or watching the stream. I can't remember. That's what your life's like when you YouTube a lot. I was on it. I was watching it. I can't one or two. Well, they're talking about colorizing current Doctor Who. Not current, colorizing black and white Doctor Who, and the panel really thought, other than me, that there's a huge market for that. So there's a lot to do with Doctor Who that could make them a lot of money. The implosion of Doctor Who as a commercial entity it's so sad. Somebody got in real trouble on Twitter the other day for tweeting, and because this is a pro Jodie person, took a picture of Forbidden Planet, the comic geeky store in London, and they used to have like this massive Doctor Who display. Now it's like a wall, and it's like half a wall, and it's just pathetic. It's just, and he tweeted that, and he just got reamed by his peers. Let's have a quick look at this story. Thousands of householders are paying from the national. Thousands of householders scrap paying from the national broadcast over the course of the pandemic. Much like teachers, the worst thing that can happen is people find out what you're actually doing. Right? Teachers have not gone down well in the States. What was now after the pandemic, people found out what their kids are being taught, which seems to be anti-science, like alternate science, right? Fake science, fake history to teach a racist agenda, right? So and they're getting a bit pissed off about it. It has not gone down well at all. But I've read something about my old school, JFS, Jewish Free School. They could have sugarcoated that a little bit. But Jewish Free School, when I went there, it was in Camden, and they just fired the head teacher there. And they kept talking about because there wasn't the safety requirements. I was trying to work out what the hell they talking about. My school, JFS, was a Jewish school with a Orthodox religious Jewish program, and not everybody there. Very few people there were religious. I'll say about 10%. I was not. I wasn't religious back then. But they do give you like a religious education. So if you're religious, you are in absolute schism with the British Educational Board right now, because they teach a lot of things that you fundamentally disagree with. Listen, I want to be clear. Sexual stuff that you fundamentally disagree with. And again, I want to be clear. While basically any form of sexual activity outside cis-normative heterosexual activity within marriage is prohibited in the Old Testament. Also, being a dick to people who don't do that is also prohibited. If you believe one, you got to believe the other. You can't go round like God doesn't need you to enforce His laws for Him. Okay, because this is just kind of like telling you what you should do. And I guess when you die and you go to a heavenly tribunal when your life is judged. But perhaps the best movie about that is Albert Brooks, called Defending Your Life. Really good movie. Meryl Streep's in it. But if you want to know what I think the afterlife is really like, check out Fred Ward's What Dreams May Come, which I really think is a lot like that. So there you go. Good spoiler for him. So anyway, so that's what's going on. And I think the BBC are equally in the same sort of schism with the British public, because most people, most people, they're fine with how anybody want to live their life, how they want to live their life, especially sexually. Whatever you want to do, basically, don't hurt somebody else. Well, everybody's got to be consensual, but everybody's kind of okay with that. But they're not okay with thinking that that's not a life choice that should be forced upon people, which seems to be what's going down. Anyway, so let's have a quick look at this. Thousands of fans scrapped the broadcast, the ICO of the pandemic, when they saw the direct they're putting out, which is why I had that whole tangent just now. The data was revealed part of the TV licensing review for 2021. 2020 to 2021, it indicates that as of 31st of March 2021, over a year ago, there were 24.8 million Britons coughing up the license fee each year. The year before, 25.5. It's going down. And I guarantee you, there's another million at least off that, right? So, when you lose 10%, when you keep losing 10% of your revenue, that's got to bite down on you a little bit. It indicates, a lot of people know the drop is far steeper rate of decline over the course of previous year was about 200,000 people chose not to. And listen, up until 5 years ago, it was insane that you wouldn't support the BBC. If you're not English, it's something that's so beloved by the English people. Like, we're so proud of it. And it's just, oh my God, what they've done to it. But, how do the BBC spend your money? Well, we see Gary Lineker here being an overpaid dick, from what I can tell. And if you see these two virtually identical logos, one is the new logo, one is the old logo, and they apparently spent a lot of money on it. People don't like the BBC. People do not like the BBC. The figures are like to spark alarm for BBC bosses who have already admitted they need not to become complacent in the face of increased competition on subscriptions over such as Netflix, Amazon Prime. That's not the competition, okay? The person you're in competition with, BBC, is yourself. Because you keep making agenda-filled garbage that people don't want to watch. I mean, EastEnders is down to the lowest ratings ever now. It's because people aren't interested in your propaganda, while you piss away our money to do it. People are getting kind of pissed off with you about it. Director Tim Davie, who has turned out to be useless, admitted to MPs in March that the corporation would see its finances significantly hit if there was a continue to be a drop in those paying the license fee. Yeah, the former Director General, on his way out, said, "Oh, shouldn't be a television license. It should be a household license." Oh, screw you. And they want to avoid any form of accountability. He told the Public Accounts Committee, we are watching a number like hawks. It's going to keep tumbling down, mate. And I don't understand how you can't put these two and two things, really together. That you make shit and everybody wants to leave. Really? Go woke, go broke. It's not freaking complicated. Well, it is for you, hooray Henry morons. Who run the BBC. This is the majority of our revenue. It's absolutely critical to us. That they should just get rid of the license fee and go, just see, and then we'll see the BBC reform or die. Either way works for me. At the time, Mr. Davey said the forward numbers was due to popularity alternative methods of viewing programming. There's a lot of stuff out there that's more popular than the BBC. Once again, because you make unpopular, unwatchable shit. That's why. Again, not complicated. None of this is complicated. It's not a surprise when when on-demand is burgeoning and the other services are there. Why can't you just admit it, right? Everybody would have so much more respect for you if you just admitted we're making stuff that's not popular. And we're going to get a marginal erosion on people who are watching a live stream on television. However, the BBC bosses said the corporation's role is not to beat Netflix. No, it's to entertain the British public, and you failed. You entertain, educate, and inform, and you failed on all three. Okay, you're absolutely useless. And he was hoping to achieve something radically different, like what, being not popular. And listen, okay, this goes on and on and on. You do get the idea. You get the basic idea. The BBC are useless. The BBC are absolutely useless, and they're going down in flames. So I don't see them announcing a new Doctor Who, right? I just don't see. I don't see there being another series of Doctor Who I just don't think they can commit to something. Unless, of course, HBO Max has stepped in and they've upped their contract for a few years. Possible, very possible. Matrix Lord, who's a bit of a douchebag from what I can tell. I don't really interact with him, but on Twitter he does freak out. He's been insisting that for years. So I don't know. You make your own decision. My bet is they're not announcing a new Doctor Who, and the surprise guest will be David Tennant. Or Tom Baker. I'm going to count it as a win if any of that stuff happens, right? I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I got that right. If I got, horseshoes and hand grenades, baby. Horseshoes and hand grenades. All you need to do is get close. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.